Okay, morning fellas. Ben back again with another one. Um, just a quick check of sorts. Some injector cleaner after a really long time, because the motorcycle deserves it. Okay, now how much am I going to put in? Don't really have an exact measure of the same because I don't have my funnel with me. And I mean, this is straight out of experience of having used this at least 100 times by now. So it's just going to be a general understanding. I have about 5.5-6 liters of fuel in the tank, and that would be roughly 20 to 30 ml, I believe, in total. All of this product, the way it takes care of my injectors. And that's how the internals of your fuel tank should look like. Extremely important that you keep this portion really clean. That's a drain hole through which water kind of travels and gets drained at the bottom. There's a small hose that comes out at the bottom, so that's an extremely important maintenance procedure. I have made a video on that. You need to shove something in and clean it occasionally, or just squirt some WD-40 into it, and that'll do the job. Okay, so that's plugged in. I have power here. Most important thing before you turn on the air pump is you get the motorcycle started. This is technically a cold start after about 15 days, and kicks in almost immediately. That is why you maintain your motorcycles, and that is the difference when you know your motorcycle. No battery draining, no crap. Perfect. A quick check of my air. Another quick check would be the chain. Long time since I lubed it, and that's what you get to see when you haven't lubed it in a really long time. But that being said, these seal chains don't really need a lot of lubing. They're good on the way. On their own. This is roll-on chain lube. I have tried it once. Quite sticky, but yeah, it works. Just a change of product. 125 rupees for a 120 ml can, and that's in the expensive zone. It's not really very cheap. The packaging looks a little too silly, but then again, Rolon is a manufacturer for all the chains. 90% of the motorcycles that are manufactured in India have roll-on chains on them. So it's the equivalent of a DID for the local Indian motorcycles. And I mean, it's high quality stuff for Indian motorcycles, and they do make pretty decent chains. And kindly don't get me wrong, guys, this is a chain that has been running dry for a really long time. I barely use lube when I do local stuff, local off-roading and related stuff. But when I'm on the highways, that is, I do long distance, I definitely go in with a lot of chain lubes, because like I said again, the chain tends to get dry if you run it at a stretch for a really long time, and it starts making a lot of noise. So yeah, lubes do come in handy if you're on the highways, but otherwise just a quick shot of lube will see you through pretty much anything and everything for all the quick short rides that you do on your weekends. So yep, just a little tiny. I mean, it's a dry chain, so don't think that I've been I should have cleaned it a little more, because I do cleaning regularly with WD-40, and it's a pretty clean chain. Just a bit of lube so that I don't have a little too much noise for my ride that I've planned. And that would be it. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but the chain is all nice and wet now. So yep, that ought to reduce the noise for some time. That's the chain loop done. That's the oil level that you're looking at. Cold bike started after 15 days. Let it run for about a minute or so, and then kill the switch, or turn the ignition off, and let it rest for some time, about 2 or 3 minutes. And then what you get to see should look like that. The top mark, good enough. Top and the lower mark somewhere in between, good enough. Lower mark, also good. Thing, the clutch cable free play, as you guys can see, I mean, with sufficient usage. It's at about I'm guessing 4 mm, looks like 3 mm to me. I could definitely get it down to about 1.5 mm or 2 at the most. 3 is a little on the looser side to me, so I'm going to be adjusting it now. It's the adjustable wrench and a 12 mm spanner on both sides. Loosen, pull gently, tighten, and then lock these two bolts together, or nuts together, just so that they don't budge. That should take care of things for now. And back to the free play. Perfect. 2 mm, I would say. Good enough. Moving on to brakes. Cleaning the brakes after a long time again. 2-3 rides in dirt. So yep, that's a quick check, bits and pieces before I head out on a ride tomorrow. For all the guys who have been following me, if you guys have noticed, I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately, and the reason behind the same is the fact that I have moved to a new place. Setting things up at the house took some time, and I think I'm finally done with all the arrangements that needed to be made, and all ready to head out on a trip tomorrow. There's a subscriber who has contacted me, who is going to be joining me on a ride tomorrow. We are going to be doing some serious off-road dirt sessions, and yeah, hope to see you guys on the next episode. Anyways, these are some preliminary checks before I head out tomorrow, and yep, that's the whole of it. If you guys like the video, give it a big thumbs up. A lot of wonderful, fantastic videos headed your way. So kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because I'll be more frequent now. You'll get to see at least 2 or 3 videos a week. So that's the whole of it, guys. See you on the next one. Signing out for now. Ben.